Hey guys, welcome to this week's weekly roundup. Yes, I'm face masking right now because I just got home from work, did some grocery shopping, showered. Now we're getting ready for bed. The face mask that I have on is one that I bought during the Amazon Prime. I've already used one, but it's called Oasis Soothing Mask. It's from Dr. Athia. Looks like this. Anyways, I'm going to use the serum that's in here, that's still in this package, tomorrow morning. Don't throw it out. If you guys do face masks, don't toss the package away. You can, like, the next day or whatever, take your hand in there and scoop out the serum and use it up. Get your money's worth. Anyways, this is the second one. This one's good for sensitive skin, acne-prone skin, very hydrating. So I went in, did my face wash, face scrub, and then I did some toner beforehand, but throwing that on. All right, let's get into it. So the past 9 days, every get ready with me, I use an Odin's eye palette. So I have 4 here because the other 5 are already put away because they were from last week's. They were in last week's weekly roundup. Anywho, Morgan palette. This still remains my #1 favorite, but honestly, I think Rosy Jingle and the Snowman palette are they're my top 3 favorite Odin's eye palettes, I think. Anyways, this week we used Morgan's Love Language palette, which I used today. We use Rosy Jingle. We did use this, what one's this? The Trick or Treat palette. And every time I open these palettes, I see another look that I want to do. Which I like that. And then we have Eternal Twilight. Did I use this one twice this week, or did I just do this one once? I think just once. But, using the Odin's eye palettes for the past 9 days made me realize I really like the formula. I like their shimmers because it's like minimal fallout. The mattes blend easily. You can go colorful, you can go neutral. I don't know. I open their palettes and I see looks, and that's what I like about eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is probably one of my favorite things about makeup besides lip and blush. But I like it when I open a palette and I automatically see, like, it's like, oh, use these ones or use these ones. Like, I see what I want to do. Anyways, I really like Odin's eye. I think that's what I've learned the past 9 days. And I did say that from Saturday until probably next weekend or the weekend after. Like, I'm going to do 1 or 2 weeks where I'm just doing whatever for makeup. And then I'm going to pick another brand where I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes from. And then I'll do something very similar where it's like one brand of eyeshadow for a week. Or until I use up all the palettes from that brand. Alright. Milani Make It Last Original. I will repurchase this when that one's gone, and I'll get the big size again. It's cheaper to get the bigger size, and it makes more sense because at our Walmart, this is where I found this. This was like $22 or $24, and then like the size here was also the same price. So it does what I need it to do. Rimmel Kind & Free Pressed Powder. I will continue, this is my second one, I'll continue to repurchase this because it's an easy, affordable setting powder. Again, it does what I need it to do. We have RMS blushes. We have Bohemian Girl and Crystal Slipper. Crystal Slipper is the newest one to my collection. Love the shade. I have several of these blushes, and yes, I probably eventually one day will own them all. They're very pretty. They're buildable. They have like a nice glow to them. Almost kind of like highlighty, but not. Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go. I'll use that. I will never buy it again. Never. Did I use the Milk makeup this week? I don't know. If I did or did not, I'm not going to repurchase this unless I end up falling in love with it. So far, it's like, it's okay. It's in here because, as you know, I rolled it up and the sucker will not go back down. I said sucker for anybody coming at me being like, oh, you're swearing. No, I'm not. I put the focus again on the Makeup by Mario foundation, the Surreal Skin one. I already have 2 backups of this. No, I did not buy it from Sephora. I've been buying it from Ipsy because it's way more affordable for me that way. This is currently my favorite high-end foundation, but I have many favorite foundations. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting. I got this one from Ipsy, and yes, they had it in the Ipsy shop, but I didn't get anything from the Ipsy shop this month. This is Ambient 5. I think I need like Ambient 2 or 3. So, I'm going to use this up. It's too yellow for me, but I've been able to make it work. Very pretty on the skin, I will say that. It almost looks like it has like an airbrushed look to it on me when I use it. Very pretty. I'm hoping that next month it's in the Ipsy shop and I can find either Ambient 2 or 3. It is a good one. Do I like it more than the Makeup by Mario one? No, but I do really like it. I think it's because it's the wrong shade for me. Haus Labs bronzer. I really like this. And yes, if they continue to sell this, I'll repurchase that one. That's a nice bronzer. Huda, did I say Huda or Haus Labs? That's Haus Labs. Lady Gaga. The Huda Easy Bake and Snatch. I can see me repurchasing this. I prefer pressed powders over loose. I'm not opposed to trying the loose powder of this, but I like this one. There is 2 loose powders that are on my radar. There's one by Makeup by Mario, but I'm waiting to see that one either go on sale or wait for the VIB sale this fall or winter, whenever that happens. And then the other one is from L'Oreal, and I have not seen it in our stores or on Amazon, so maybe we don't have it yet. But those are 2 that I really would like to try those. Makeup Forever Artist Bronzer. It's a nice bronzer, but if I have to like narrow down to what I will repurchase and what I'm not going to, I won't repurchase this one. Mainly because I have other bronzers that I prefer more. So, it's a good bronzer. But I have other ones that I reach for more. So, that tells me I like those more. The Say Sun Melt, I will repurchase this when it's gone. This may end up being like the one that I will repurchase time and time again. ABH has their new cream contour stick and their powdered bronzer. And every time I think I'm going to order them, I don't. And I think it's because I have products right now that are favorites. And in my mind, I mean, do I want to try those? Yeah, I do. But I think I'd like to get them when they're on sale or whatever. I don't know. I have favorites right now, so as much as I want to buy those, in my mind it's like no. Because I'm really liking some of what I have here. There are some items, it's like I have favorites, so I kind of don't want to go out and buy another brand. Like, you guys know what I mean. Yeah, know what I mean. We have the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer in Jelly Opal Glow. This is the closest to the Say Dewy Glow thing. It's one of my favorites. I went through several, but it's so expensive and I was using it every day, so I went through it super fast. I don't think, just based on like my skincare and how I take care of my skin, I don't think I need a product like this, but sometimes it is nice to have a product like this. So although the Say one, I think it's that Say Super Glowy Gel, even though that one's my favorite, I think I will just repurchase this for when I want to use a product like that, because this one's very, very similar. It's not spot on, but it's it's the closest that I've come to the say super glowy gel thing. We have the Tarte Sculpt Tape in Cool Bronze. I did see this actually in the Ipsy shop. This I got in an Ipsy box a couple of months ago. I really like this. I would consider this a favorite. It's currently in the Ipsy shop, but like again, for this month I didn't do any of the Ipsy shop products. So if it's there next month, I'm gonna highly consider it. Otherwise, I will wait until like Tarte goes on sale or the VIB sale. We have a MAC blush. This one's in the shade Mocha. I have a couple of MAC blushes, and in this morning's Get Ready With Me, I said I love the colors that I have of my MAC blushes, but look, my finger's in there and you can barely see anything on there. I barely reach for my MAC blushes because look, nothing's coming off, and I don't know why. Now, a couple of months ago, I used a certain brush. See, nothing. I used a certain brush, and it did pick up product. But all three of my MAC blushes are like this. I can't get any product, and these are so pretty. But then I seen somebody else this morning, after I talked about that, I went on Instagram, and I seen a girl who's dark complexion. She used this shade and a couple of other shades, and they all showed up on her. And then I went to go comment and ask her, like, hey, what brush are you using? But I did something, and then the video went away. Couldn't find it. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what brush I used. Anyways, all that to say, I have zero intentions of buying any more MAC blushes. The three I have, I'm going to keep them. Trying to figure out what brush it was that I used that did end up being able to pick up the product, so I can get using them, because I really like them, especially during the fall and winter months, the shades that I have. But I will not be buying any more of MAC blushes. I like my NARS and my RMS and Fenty, and I mean there's several brands I like. Bay Free, this is a multi-glow balm moisturizer. I have 3 of these. Technically you only need one. If I only had one, I would probably pick this one, Nude Gardenia. Very pretty. You can use it on your cheeks. It's very balmy. Nude Gardenia. I do use it as a blush base for... You can blend it all in. I use it as a... 'cause it has enough color to it when I want like a neutral blush. Actually, that would go so nice with that. Is that what I did? Crystal Slipper in this? That would be so pretty. Dior. This is Dior Backstage Rosy Glow. This one's in the shade Candy. Very pretty. I like it. But you know what? It hasn't like blown me out of the water. I also have... I bought 2 of the Dior powder blushes, and then 2 of the Dior cream blushes. I mean, they're very pretty. They're blendable. They're nice. I think they're buildable as well. At the moment, I can't see them becoming favorites. Like, I'm going to use them up and enjoy them. But, I don't know. I like my RM... Like, there's other brands I like more. Anyways, yeah, the shade Candy, very pretty. I like them. I don't know that I will repurchase these. Because again, I have other ones that I really like, but I want to give Dior a shot. And for me, blush was the way to go. Because their eyeshadow palettes not, do they look nice? Yes. Do they look wearable? Yes. But they look too basic. And do I like basic eyeshadow? Yes. But I don't want to pay Dior price for that basic of an eyeshadow palette that I might not get enough use out of. This I'll get use out of. But for a basic eyeshadow palette, I'm a basic girl eyeshadow wise, but I like pops of color and I like sparkles, okay? I like shimmer. We have the Milk Makeup What is this? It's a highlighter thing. I'm not twisting this up. I'm not making that mistake. I bought this to try it out. And I'm not going to repurchase it. It's nice. I'll use it up. I'm going to use it the same way I use my NARS Copacabana. Or it's called the Multiple. Spin the wheel. See if we can find you. NARS the Multiple. They came out with a bunch of new ones. But you know what is not in the lineup? This shade here. This is in the shade Copacabana. I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably not, but it's all over the back of my hand. And this is my favorite. I have this much product left. I will repurchase this if I can find it again. I may have to go on the NARS website. Anyways, until then, I thought I could use this as a replacement for it. It doesn't even come close to me to giving the kind of glow that that NARS product does. Anyways, I'll use this up, and yeah. We have Pat McGrath, the Glow Legendary Divine Rose Blush Balm. Very pretty. Oops. Almost slid right off my hand. This one's Divine Rose. Very pretty. I'm kind of curious how much, I don't want to roll this all the way up, but how much product's in here? So I have this much left in here. You don't use a ton, so I don't mind the price for these ones. I have not rolled up the Dior one. If you were to ask me what my preference is between the Dior blush stick and the Pat McGrath, ooh, both are very pretty in the formula. Like, you see how that one glided on and almost went right off my hand. Okay, I don't know. This one's definitely thinner, and I mean, you can build that up too. They both have a nice glow. I think the Pat McGrath one actually has a bit more glow to it. If you guys can pick that up. The Pat McGrath one looks more, let's just say it looks wet. But as for like how they feel, so the Pat McGrath one feels very nice. Okay, so the Dior one feels more like an oil, if that makes sense. And then the Pat McGrath feels more like a balm. Now that I rub my fingers in there. I don't know if that'll help anybody or not, but regardless, I do like the finish of both. And yeah. Do I like one more than the other? At the moment, I can't say because the Dior one's new to me. I'd have to use it a few more times. Where do I have wipes at? I don't know. Hopefully you guys don't mind I got my face mask on while I'm doing this. Because I was debating just waiting, but I was like, I gotta sit here with my face mask on for like 15-20 minutes anyways. Because I want to let this soak right into my face. Alright, we're almost done here. We have the Rimmel Brow Pro Micro Soft Brown. We already know that's a favorite. And I think I have one more backup of that. Let's grab some mascaras. Alright. So we have the Benefit Roller Lash. It's a nice mascara, but for the price and how basic it is, I think just get something from the drugstore. Like, you could do Essence Lash Like a Boss, which the wand is similar. It's not exact, but it's similar. And way more affordable. We have the Sephora Love the Lift mascara. Again, the brushes are very, very similar. We have Revlon Color Stay Full Time. The wand is very similar. e.l.f. also, I don't think I have what here. No, I don't. But e.l.f. also has one. What is it called? Is it called Roller Lash? This one's called Roller Lash. What's the e.l.f. one called? You guys probably know who I'm talking about. But e.l.f. also has like a dupe of this mascara. So I'd say save your money. Go buy a cheaper alternative. It's mascara, okay? Some stuff just makes more sense to get a cheaper alternative. Unless you like really love the formula of something. It's a good mascara, but I'm not going to repurchase that. I'm not even sure how I got that one, honestly. Then we have L'Oreal Panorama. This one's going in my empties bin because I used it yesterday and then today nothing was going on my lashes. So that one's done. If I miss it, I'll rebuy it. If not, I won't. It's a nice mascara though. Then we have Revlon So Fierce. This one, I've used it a couple of times. I like this one better when I'm not wearing any eye makeup. At the moment, I'm not going to repurchase that one, though. And then this is a new to me. The Lancome Lash Idol Flutter Extension. I said I wasn't going to buy this. I'm not going to repurchase it. I can tell you that. I remember like when I pulled it out, I was like, where is the bristles? I swear online, it looks like a piece of Velcro. Like that's how tiny the bristles are on here. Like it looks like Velcro. But I've only used it once. So I want to play with this on and off camera. Like days I do makeup for you guys and days I don't. I want to see it with more looks with like makeup done. And then days where I don't have any makeup on. I think this would probably be best suited on days where I'm not wearing any eye makeup or very minimal. But I cannot see me repurchasing that. And then I only used 3 lip products this week. Are we sure about that? Did I really only use 3 lip products this week? If I'm missing a lip product that you guys know I use, let me know. I feel like I'm definitely... Maybe they're in a purse. I almost usually use a different lip product a day. Well, oh, this one I think I used twice. Where did that go? Oops. Alright, so this is the Kosas Wet Slicks. Well, it's not Wet Slicks. Wet Lip Oil in the shade Unbuttoned. I used this one today and I think possibly yesterday as well. I do like this. This is just a mini. I will either buy this full size when it's gone or buy one of a everyday shade, like a shade that I can see me continuously wearing. I like the formula. It doesn't dry my lips out. And this shade here, Unbuttoned, is nice. It's right there. It's a thin formula. Well, I mean, it's a lip oil, but it's very nice. Again, this one's in the shade Unbuttoned. So I could see me buying this shade full size or buying another shade full size. I wouldn't buy every shade, maybe 1, 2 max. But again, only if it's something you can see yourself wearing. The, what's this? Huda Beauty Faux Filler. I have a couple of these. This one's in the shade Sugar Baby. I like these. Lots of people don't. But I do. I could see me buying this shade when it's gone. So far, every shade I have of this, I like. Although, there was a lip product from somebody. I had a shade, and I was like, I don't like that. Can't remember who that was. I'm trying to narrow down my favorite lip products from the brands that I have as well. So, I'm like, yeah. There's one brand that might surprise you guys that I might stop buying for lip products because I find I'm reaching for other ones more. But I think it might be because the shades of the other colors. I'm speaking of Lawless Forget the Filler. That's one of my favorite lip plumping glosses. But I find that I'm not reaching for it that as much anymore, and I'm reaching for other stuff, which is perfectly fine. But of all the shades that I have of this, the only shade that I truly like is Velvet. And this is one that I have repurchased. So I want to use up the other ones that I have, and then maybe just stick to buying that one shade because it's my favorite. All that to say, this is L'Oreal, and I did figure out the name of this last night. I have a couple of these, and there's a few other shades I would like to get. This is comfortable. This one's in the shade Rose Harmony 120. It's like a lip balm. It's right here. It was very pretty. I do recommend this. I have a couple other colors. Anyways, we'll repurchase that shade again, but I need to have that one gone. Scared the crap out of me. So that's this week's weekly roundup. But before we go, I do want to swatch two new lip products, and then I want to try this one on. So this is Gisou. I say Gisou. Some people say Jisoo. I call it Gisou. What's it called? Honey infused lip oil, and this one came in the kit with the hair oil and the hair body spray. Ooh, it smells like watermelon. I want to try this out. Every time I went to go buy one of these, the one I wanted online was always gone. So I just got the kit that came with products I want to buy anyways. This smells identical to... That smells good. There's a lip product that I pulled out the other day, and I put on, and I said, man, that's straight up watermelon. Do you guys remember what that was? Oh, yeah, I know what it was. I put it back in there. This needs to go by my bed. I was looking for my Clear Naturium lip balm. That one's almost empty. And Matt and I went and bought a brand new bed because, long story short, we needed to get a new mattress. And so we rearranged things, kinda. We were cleaning and stuff. Anyways, I don't know where I put my... I don't like it when I have lip balms and lip glosses open, because, you know, if you're like me, you have, like, this is my work one, this is my one by my bed, this is the one I keep in my purse. And it's kind of just like, where did you go? Oh, there's stuff back there. Like, here's this one, but, like, where's my clear one? Because I want to finish that one up. Anyways, I feel like I'm stalling. These smell exactly the same. This is a Nia Pout from... Who's this from? Toy Factory? I want to put this by my bed. Anyways, I'll be testing this out. So, you might not see me use this in a video, but it'll be one that I... to bed and to work and when Matt and I leave the house and stuff. Because I've been wanting to try this brand. At least, excuse me. I'm like trying to talk and burp and think of other things at the same time. I want to try the lip gloss. Their hair products sold me a long time ago. So the hair products are not new to me, but that is. Alright, so these are going to go by my bed. I like how they're pink too, and I like the packaging of this. You think I would have done enough talking at work today that I could come home and just be quiet, but that's not going to happen. Starting to dry down. I kind of keep it here. Well, you know what? I'll peel it off. Look, it's me. I feel refreshed. And then I just take and rub whatever product's left down here. Look at that. I feel refreshed and youthful. Thank you. Alright, and then I'll use the rest of that serum that's in there either tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. I told you guys already, I'm a fan of the Revlon Super Lustrous Shine Glosses. Are these the ones? Yeah. So I ordered this book off Amazon. It's Praying Through the Bible for Your Kids. The 1 year Praying Through the Bible for Your Kids. I'm trying to get my bum back in gear. I've been slacking. If you're not interested in what I'm about to say, that's perfectly fine. But I do believe in Jesus, and I'm not ashamed to say that. And I don't know, I've been slacking. I've been saying every time I do this, and I know that I do it, and then I keep repeating it, I feel like I go several months, like 6 months or whatever, where like I'm in my Bible, I'm in like devotionals and talking about Jesus and whatnot, and then I don't know, something happens. Nothing really happens, but I catch myself up into something else, whether it's YouTube or TV or shenanigans. It's like I preoccupy myself with other things that are technically kind of useless, like doom scrolling. I doom scroll all the time when I could be doing what I keep saying I want to do. Anyways, I don't know. I keep praying for my kids for stuff and whatnot. Like, I'm not praying for things for them, like not physical things, but like mental things, health things, and all that. And I was going to get myself another like devotional book for something. And I was like, Tammy, you have so many, like get through all those first. But then I came across the Praying Through the Bible for Your Kids, and I was like, you know what? Because I do pray for our kids every day, based on like just things I know they got going on and whatnot. And I was like, I think this would be good for me, because I also feel like I suck at praying. Like, I pray every day, but I feel like my prayers aren't good enough. But that's like a whole nother story when you have self-doubt. Anyways, I ordered that. All that to say, I ordered that, and when I was on there, I was like, hey, let's throw something else in there. So I threw these in there. 2 shades that I don't have. Matt's like, yep. Not surprising. Nope. I don't know what I would compare these to, but I will say, so Makeup by Mario has something similar. When I say similar, it makes me think they're similar, like Fenty as well. Although Fenty has 1 shade I probably will repeatedly buy as long as I use it up. I'll show you in a moment. I don't have the Makeup by Mario ones anymore because to me, they absolutely sucked. They were messy, they were thick and goopy. It just, no. So I already have 3 shades here from Revlon, and they're all like neutral, like everyday shades. And then of course I do have Revlon just has nice, and then like the original came in black, so they updated it to the white. And then of course I have 2 of their lipsticks, because Revlon does have really nice lip products. These are what I was thinking about. The Fenty Gloss Bomb Sticks. It's kind of like a lipstick but lip balm, and that's what the Revlon, I mean, one, you cannot beat the scent that Fenty has. If you want to know, I'm not going to swatch these, but the 2 that I have, Fussy and Riri. The one I would repurchase is Fussy. I think I would get Fussy in every single formula except for the cream. The Fenty cream glosses I like, which is right here. But I prefer the Gloss Bomb Sticks or the glosses or the lip oils. Anyways, let's swatch the 2 shades I picked up. So this one's Honey Shine, number 003. And actually the Revlon ones do smell nice. There's like a sweetness to it. but they're balmy with pigments. And that's what I like, because I feel like you don't have to worry, like, you don't need a mirror. Actually, I do want to put this on. That lip oil is still hanging on. Like, it hasn't soaked completely into my lips and disappeared. So that's an A+ for that. But look, just enough color. It's more on the peachy side. I don't really have peachy color lip products. And I feel like this is not like bam in your face peach. So, and I do find these to be moisturizing. And then the other one is 010 Spiced Wine. And I was thinking fall. Like, so there's the first one. And then Spiced Wine. Right beside it. Spiced Wine. So this is like more peachy. And this one kind of makes me think of like a brick red, but not really. Maybe like, I don't know. They kind of look similar, but they're different. Somebody might say they look identical. There's a difference, okay? I'm actually going to put some of this one on too. So actually, yeah, I feel like they are similar enough that if you want a light peach, go for this one. If you want it to be darker, slightly darker, not by much, go for the other one. Anyways, excited to have those. I feel like because we're here, I should just show you guys the other 4. So the classic shade, Rum Raisin. This is a Rum Raisin right there. This is a classic and a go-to for a lot of people. Then we have Nude Illuminator number 004. This is one that I pull out. This one, so easy just to throw on with anything. So we have Nude Illuminator right there. And I just like how glossy, like shiny these are. They're comfortable. Like I said, you don't need a mirror or anything. Then we have 005 Glossed Up Rose. So we have Glossed Up Rose. So you can see that one's a bit more pinky rose. That one does have a bit more pigment to it. And then we have Glazed Mauve. I don't want to roll it up too much. And then Glazed Mauve right there. So yeah, as you can see, these two definitely look similar. This one's a bit more peachy. This one's a bit more pink. I don't know. But you can see that shine off of them. Very pretty. Anyways, if I were to recommend, especially if you want to save money and you want to try a product that is nice, I would say go for those Revlon Super Lustrous Shine lip balm, lipsticks, whatever you want to call them, and skip over the drugstore or the high-end stuff. Anyways, I am ready for bed. I did not wash my hair because I just washed it the other day, so she's still good. Alright, I'm gonna skedaddle, get this stuff put away, and holy, 10 o'clock. I didn't even eat supper yet. That's because I don't know what I want or what to have. What do I want? I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this weekly roundup. And yeah, have a good weekend. Thanks for watching.